What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most unbelievable weekends in the National Football League that I can remember. This divisional weekend ended with some really crazy games, bro. The NFL definitely won. I know a lot of you fans lost, but overall, I think that all the teams that were involved, there weren't many bad calls as far as the refs that interfered with everything that was going on. So I can't really get mad about that situation. I will say this, though. We'll talk about the overtime rules. I myself do not believe that they should be changed. I think once they went to the fact that you have to score a touchdown to win instead of a field goal, I think that that's good enough for the next level. If you make it so that everybody keeps getting the ball, it could go on forever. But look, it is what it is. There's a lot of things that people want to talk about. There's a lot of things that people are upset about. But the Rams and the Buccaneers, this was, listen, Tom Brady somehow, some way found a way to come back in this game. I don't know what was going on. They're going to remember this as a very depleted Buccaneers team, but we'll start off with the Rams. 366 yards for Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 28 of 38. Cam Akers, he had some key fumbles that really hurt them throughout the game. But Cooper Kupp, 9 receptions, 183 yards, 1 touchdown, 11 targets. OBJ did his job, 69 yards, 6 targets. 8 targets, 6 receptions. Tyler Higbee jumped in and did some things, you know what I'm saying? Van Jefferson, he got a couple receptions. But let me just go ahead and say this. I believe that Matthew Stafford played very, very well this game, and I believe a lot of his confidence came from the fact that the Buccaneers weren't the same team, and injuries really hurt them on both sides of the ball, but it's no excuse because, like I said, many people wanted to see Matthew Stafford become the Detroit Lion Matthew Stafford, and he tried in a lot of cases to do that. And, they made some really bad plays, and the team was fumbling, and it was a lot of stupid stuff that was happening, but overall, I think at the end of the game, when he's able to make those key plays, he kind of showed that he's ready for the moment. Because when Todd Bowles sends everybody randomly on a nickel blitz and it's just real stupid, he has to look that pressure in the face and make that throw. So that's not an easy throw, guys. Just so you guys know, you got to look at it for its entirety. Those were key, and he made 2 of them back to back. It was just that the final play was so stupid, everybody was upset, but that was pressure in his face, and he made that throw to Cooper Kupp. So, again, he wasn't the guy that a lot of us thought he was. I thought that the GOAT would just come out there and handle business. But, I was very nervous about this game. And, the reason being is because that's Tom Brady's biggest problem. They were all over him all game. They busted his lip up. It was crazy. And I just thought that it would be a situation where he would find a way to miraculously come back. And the Rams just weren't having it, bro. They were trying to self-destruct, you know what I'm saying? And they still couldn't self-destruct enough to lose the game. So although Tom Brady tied it up and we're waiting you know what? The defense is going to get him the ball back, and this is going to have one of the most ridiculous endings ever. It just didn't work out that way because Matthew Stafford was able to make throws that many people thought that he wouldn't be able to make. Now, Mike Evans had 16 targets and 8 receptions. That's bad. The 119 and the 1 touchdown is good. Rob Gronkowski, he might have to just hang up his cleats, bro. You know what I'm saying, Doc? The dude looks really, really slow out there. He made some key passes as well, but he's way too old. And I know some of you guys are going to say, yeah, if they had AB. I'd rather lose like this without AB than have AB tormenting and all the stuff that he's been doing and what he is around the locker room. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. And granted, if they were able to win this game, I do believe Tom Brady would have won another Super Bowl. But again, I don't think AB is worth what we saw that he is. And, I really believe that, Godwin being out was huge. Most of these quarterbacks now, they need a 2-headed monster. And Mike Evans tried to do it, but he couldn't do it by himself. And that's pretty much the way that one unfolded. I believe that Todd Bowles and that call to send pressure was probably a huge mistake. And a lot of people think, not a lot of people, but the coach, BA, said that everybody didn't have the right call in when he did that, which is also stupid. But it is what it is. This Bills and Chiefs game, though, this was worth the price of admission. All right? Now, I saw early on that Patrick Mahomes was ready to go because he was running the ball like a demon whenever there was nothing open and he wasn't forcing anything. And that's always dangerous when he realizes that you're giving him a lot of shell defenses and he's running and taking the yards. But not to be outdone, Josh Allen was absolutely unbelievable. Both of these quarterbacks were so good, you felt like you didn't want either of them to lose. And that's what was really bad. I was just looking at it like, wow, I thought the game was over. They had 13 seconds to score, and you let these Chiefs come down and get a field goal to bring it into overtime. And this is what the situation is, right? If you can't stop a team in 13 seconds, I don't really care what the overtime rules are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to do that. Like, I know you can't give anything over the top, but you can play a cover 2, two-man under. You could, a cover 5-man. You got to have defenses for that, bro. You can't lose games like this because of not understanding the situation and then want new overtime rules. That was my assessment of it, because the Bills should have won this game. They scored. It's 13 seconds left after the score. Why are you giving up that field position? Why is Kelsey wide open every play and you know that that's the guy that they're going to? So that's why I didn't really feel sympathy for the Bills, because I believe they should have won it in regulation. Now, Josh Allen's numbers were absolutely ridiculous. 27 of 37, 329 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. Carrying, 11 carries, 68 yards, 6.2 average. Singletary had 10 carries, so 26 yards. Just to give you guys an idea about that. Now, this guy, Gabriel Davis, I don't even know who the hell he is, but 8 receptions, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like, everything was so good, with the way that everything was working out for them. I really do believe they should have won this game in regulation. Josh Allen did everything he could, and his defense was like, look, I'm going to make sure that this team ties the game up, and we're going to go to overtime. Like, we know what you're doing, but we got another thing going on over here. So we're not going to play any defense, and we're going to leave the best tight end on the field. We're going to leave him wide open every play. And that's pretty much what happened. And when you jump over to the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, 378 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 7 carries, 69 yards, 9.9 average. He wasn't playing. And Clyde Edward-Helaire looked really fast. And, they pretty much bottled up McKinnon. He wasn't doing the stuff he was doing the week prior. Tyreek Hill was just unbelievable. Like, you can't catch him. It's ridiculous. And Travis Kelce made a lot of clutch catches. He 8 receptions on 9 targets. Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions on 13 targets. So, with the way that this game unfolded, I have to tell you, bro, I'm not really concerned about OT rules. I believe that this game was lost because defensively, the defensive coordinator for the Bills didn't make the right calls. Because you have to be able in 13 seconds to shell coverage and watch everything underneath and have 2 deep safeties. And if you beat me and then you get the field goal over the top, that's fine. But the way that they played it, they left everybody open. And it's so stupid that it's the same exact thing, because you're so nervous, so you don't want to give up the big play, but you give up everything underneath, and you're dealing with speed demons with the Chiefs team. These things are going to happen. And obviously we know it was a walk-off touchdown with Kelsey, but again, with the way that this ended, I do not believe that the NFL should change the rules again. I believe that this is the highest level of competition, and players should be able to stop people in 13 seconds and not give up a field goal. But my God, was this one of the most unbelievable divisional weekends ever in NFL history. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Have a good day. One love, y'all.